Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie on Mac again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series N.E.S.T Ratchet. So yeah, Ratchet joins Bumblebee and Bonecrusher in this series of N.E.S.T recolors. And, well, compared to Bonecrusher where it just felt like a random redeco to fill store shelves, with Ratchet, I can actually see this working in universe. Because, well, Ratchet is an Autobot after all. Whereas with Bonecrusher, they pretty much just said, oh yeah, he's just scanning a N.E.S.T vehicle. Yeah, because they totally use Buffalo Minesweepers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of like the idea of Bonecrusher disguising himself as an Autobot, but yeah, this just feels kind of random, but I do still like this figure. In fact, no, I love this figure, but still. Whereas a Ratchet, I can see him and some other Autobots that are being recolored in this N.E.S.T color scheme. And I wouldn't mind some other Studio Series Autobots being recolored into this N.E.S.T color scheme. So, yeah. Okay, quick tangent over. Let's actually get to the packaging for this guy. And well, of course, we've got the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series packaging. So, of course, we've got Bumblebee's face, some random characters. So, we've got Prime, Megatron, RC right there. Got his name, 96. BB for Buzzworthy Bumblebee, or just Bumblebee, I guess. Got no window, unfortunately. This side, nothing noteworthy. This side, we got a picture of Ratchet. The back, we got him in both modes. Big screen inspired, although he never took this deco in the movies. The Battle of Chicago. There we go, I cannot speak. Because this is meant to be Dark of the Moon Ratchet. QR code if you want to scan that. Because they'll take you to the General Motors website, I'm pretty sure. Got the included backdrop, and it says what he does to take this deco. So he pretty much teams up with N.E.S.T. You know, maybe if he did that, he'd actually win against Lockdown. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. And for the actual backdrop, well, first of all, we've got the fake backdrop, which he's tied to in the film. Well, not the film, the box. My brain's just not working today. But yeah, it's pretty much based on the backdrop, which, now that I've showed you that, I can just throw away. And the actual backdrop, which is, of course, the Chicago scene from Dark of the Moon. Just now with some yellow, because it's Buzzworthy. So you got that going on. And we just placed Ratchet there. So, yeah. And we get back to that in robot mode. But now let's look at the actual figure. And well, of course, Ratchet's got his Hummer vehicle mode. Just now in a N.E.S.T color scheme. So it's gunmetal color. Got some N.E.S.T detailing right there. Got this, which I'm not sure what that stands for. Because with Bonecrusher, he had All Hail Megatron, but with this, I'm not really sure. It's probably something obvious that I'm missing, but of course, I'm a big moron, so yeah, I'm not sure. Here we've got the Autobot insignia and N.E.S.T. back, we've got painted windows, which is a thing on all of this mold. Got a button signature N.E.S.T again. Got all this again. Got the front. So got all this. Of course, we got the visible hands, got the visible heads. That was there on the first version of this mold. Of course, we've got the light bars here. Well, the lights here. Spare tire. So yeah. And for accessories, of course, this is a recolor of the Dark of the Moon version of the mold. So we've got this gun. And of course, you can plug this in on these ports here, but pretty sure it's meant to go on the spare tire. So you got that going on. So yeah. And of course, with the movie 1 version of Studio Series Ratchet, you got the shield thing. So yeah. And that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. Like, despite the visible head and hands, I quite like it. And with this deco, I think it looks really nice. I mean, come on, like, the back windows are painted. You don't really get that too much nowadays. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the vehicle mode. So, putting him with the other N.E.S.T figures in Studio Series. So here he is with Bone Crusher and Bumblebee. We can see that they all have a unified N.E.S.T color scheme. And this just makes me want more N.E.S.T recolors than Buzzworthy. Like, I don't know, like a N.E.S.T Optimus Prime or something, or I don't know, maybe a N.E.S.T Brawl to go with Bone Crusher. I don't know. But this is just making me want more N.E.S.T colors. Because I just love this color scheme. And well, here's Ratchet with his Bumblebee movie counterpart. So you can see how a Hummer compares to a heavily Cybertronian, I guess, truck or van. So got that going on. So, yeah. Now, getting on to this guy's transformation. So, to start off, we're just going to untap this section. Then we're going to untap the sides of the vehicle, like so. Just get these out like so. Get the arms up. Spin around the wheels. And you can pretty much see that these lights here are faux parts. And then we actually do a pretty crazy step. We're going to spin this entire section around. Yeah, I am not joking. Untap this entire bit like so. Flip these sections in like so. Get the legs down like so. Rotate the feet around. Then just stand the figure up. Get the torso down like so and clip that into place. Push the back in. Rotate all this around, so we've got all this, and yeah, he's got all this sticking out, unfortunately. Trying to rotate this around like so, and try and get this tabbed in so the wheel is facing forward. And yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky to do, especially on camera. There we go. So you want to just have it so this peg is facing forward. You want to have it so this peg's in. You can actually do that. There we go. So your arms are like this. Then rotate the head around. And here we have Ratchet in robot mode. And that's quite that's quite the unique transformation. Especially how like this section just rotates around. So yeah. And well, the resulting robot mode, especially in this color scheme, well, I'm going to go on record and saying that compared to the original Dark of the Moon Studio series release, this is more painted. Now, I don't have the original Studio series Dark of the Moon figure, but, well, from what I've seen, yeah, like, this release seems to be more painted, because, of course, we've got, like, the silver paint on the feet, on the legs here, on the forearms, and on the face. Oh, and I forgot a step. Don't forget to move this down. But yeah, like the face especially. So yeah. Now there is an issue of mine, and it's not showing. But well, like the first time I transformed this guy, like there was an issue where, like, when I first turned the head, it just completely fell apart. So yeah, that seems to be. I'm not sure if that's like a widespread issue or just a QC issue, but of course on camera it's not showing. But having a 360, well. And yeah, I've seen people make jokes about this. Like, he pretty much just has a life stretcher hanging out of his rear end. So if you want, well, Bumblebee's too big, but if you got like a smaller figure, then yeah, I'm sure you could do that if you had like a smaller figure. There's like a way to remove it if you like remove the pen, but well, I'm the type of guy who likes to actually transform his figures, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, let's just give him his gun. And with that in his hand, well, I actually quite like how it looks in his hand. So, yeah. And well, just before I show him with the other N.E.S.T figures and the other Ratchet, from what I remember, like the first release of Studio Series Ratchet, the first movie deco seemed to have like tolerances akin to my Studio Series Wheeljack. So yeah, if you shook him around, he would just dance for you. Well, the Dark of the Moon deco release, they actually fixed that, and I'm proud to say with this release, yeah, this guy's pretty solid. So you don't have to worry about him shaking around if you move him. So he's not all floppy like this guy or even the first release of Studio Series Ratchet. Not sure about the 5-pack version. I do want to get that 5-pack though, just for like the jazz and the Ironhide. Well, putting this guy with the other N.E.S.T figures, so with Bumblebee and with Bone Crusher, yeah, this guy looks pretty good with these two. And as I said in the vehicle build comparison, it makes me want more N.E.S.T figures. So, yeah. I'm putting this guy with his Cybertronian counterpart. Now, of course, this guy looks more G1, but that was the whole point of the Bumblebee movie designs. So yeah. And of course, this guy doesn't have the freaking life stretch coming out of his back. And well, for this guy's posability, well, of course, the mold's one of the first Studio Series releases, so yeah, it's not going to have the same kind of posability that we have nowadays. But the head can, of course, go side to side. The arms can, of course, move, although keep in mind, it's sort of tapped in here, so you have to be careful not to untap the wheel. But it can move. It's sort of on a butterfly joint here. It has what I call, well, I do call it trigger happy shoulders, but that's just because some other people call it trigger happy shoulders. Because, you know, trigger happy has this. See where the shoulder sort of moves awkwardly. But just seeing how the shoulder works, it sort of makes sense. The elbows can move there. Although, yeah, you're more likely to move this joint than this joint because it's so tight. But it's sort of on a double joint there. This can swivel. Waist, unfortunately, there's nothing. Legs can go forward that far. Back about that far. Knees, got that. Feet are on a ball joint. You can do the splits. And pivot about to there. So yeah, and a swivel up to there, and if you see that, that's sort of like Mech Alive, where like this boost, but that does it, so it's sort of like Mech Alive. And if you want, you can sort of open and close this so it's like a mouth. So yeah. Just bring it in the backdrop so we can see how he looks with that. I mean, the stretcher does sort of get in the way of that, unfortunately. But still, this guy looks really cool with it. Even if, yeah, it sort of does what Crowbar did and pushes it back, or you have to move the feet forward. There we go. And well, that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. Complaints? Well, of course, as I said on my copy, the head's not really glued together that well. But yeah, that's probably just my copy. The stretcher kibble is sort of weird. Well, I keep calling it a stretcher. The kibble formed from the roof in the robot mode is a bit weird. And I could mention like the lack of articulation, but well, of course, this is one of the earliest Studio Series molds, so this is when they were like finding their footing. So but well, overall, do I recommend this figure? Well, if you like the N.E.S.T decos, then sure, because seeing how this is the Dark and the Moon version of the mold, then, well, the tolerances are actually quite good compared to the looseness of the first version. So, yeah, this is overall a decent figure in my opinion. I know that not a lot of people are fond of the Studio Series Hummer Ratchet mold, but from my experiences, I actually quite like this. So, yeah. So, this has been my review on Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series N.E.S.T Ratchet, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.